Well, my name is Eva Hoffman, and I am teaching creative writing at Kingston in the MA program as part of its Distinguished Writers program, a title which I hope I deserve. And I am teaching this semester literary fiction. And I'm involved in a few other things as well. For example, organizing a conference. I'm part of a team organizing a conference on life narratives and human rights. My publications fall into two categories. Journalism and books. I've written quite a bit of journalism. I used to work as an editor and writer for the New York Times quite a long time ago. And I've published sort of essays and reviews and other kinds of articles in many publications. And I have written 7 books on a variety of subjects, 5 of them nonfiction, 2 of them novels. My first book was called Lost in Translation. It is not the movie, but it was a memoir about emigration and transculturation and living in a second language and in a second culture. I subsequently, for various reasons, rather unexpectedly to myself, wrote several books which have to do with Eastern Europe, where I came from. One of them was called Exit into History, and it was a kind of reportage about the 5 countries which had undergone the Velvet Revolutions of 1989. A subject much on my mind these days, as we see velvet revolutions, sometimes not entirely velvet, in the Middle East these days. And I wrote 2 novels, one of them a slightly futuristic fable, not quite a fable, it's a kind of plausible future novel, and one a novel about music and romanticism and music and violence. I was very kindly invited to join it, and I was extremely happy to be invited. I know several colleagues in the department and have known them through various associations before. I knew that Kingston has a very lively creative writing program, and one which is becoming increasingly known as being very exceptional and very lively. So, this is really how I came to be here. I have just started teaching recently. It seems to me that the base level is very good, that there is a certain level of competence. So one doesn't have to struggle with absolutely rudimentary issues as one teaches these students. I think, clearly they really want to write. They're quite serious about it. They are very conscientious and, very participatory, which is nice from a teacher's point of view. If you're serious about it, write every day. Really, this is quite important, whether you feel like it or not, whether you feel inspired or not, because inspiration really is a part of it, but only a part of it. And one needs to develop, the work habits, the craft, the sense that you can do it. And also read a lot. Read widely and read closely, because one learns writing by reading to a large extent. And most of all, trust your perceptions. Listen to your perceptions. Listen to your voice and try to articulate what your voice is and what your perceptions are.